I just redesigned this family house around a single concept, with the goal of making it more functional, stylish, and better suited to the lifestyle of a family of creatives. The process led to a cozy mid-century modern house, with an interesting feature that I'm stoked to show you. But before that, let's understand where the issues lies, because we are solving two things at once: the established design brief. All the while, the existing floor plan has its own underlying issues. So let's analyze the plan and turn these problems into opportunities. As it happens, all three major issues actually revolves around the way you move through this house. Number 1. On the southeast corner of this house lies bedroom number 3. It sits directly behind a conservatory, so anyone heading outside will have to walk straight past this bedroom window. Needless to say, the privacy isn't great. However, under different usage, the linkage to the back garden could be alright. Number 2. I've got a cloakroom over here. To get to it, you have to walk through a narrow corridor between the bathroom and the secondary bedroom. Now, cloakroom usually sits right by the front door, mainly used by guests as they enter or leave the house. This one's tucked away in the back. As a result, it pushes all the traffic onto the main bathroom instead. So this cloakroom is actually acting more like a dedicated loo for this secondary bedroom, which is kind of odd considering the main bedroom doesn't have its own ensuite. Now, the obvious move here is to turn this cloakroom into an ensuite, but the small bedroom next to it doesn't have the space for it. Nonetheless, there's opportunity here. Lastly, this hallway is overly wide, but the foyer in front of it is really shallow. It makes part of the circulation feels really tight, but the other part's way too generous. And this over provision takes away area that other rooms could make better use of. So giving some of it back is almost a given. But at the same time, I can see an opportunity for creating something functionally interesting, perhaps a feature that gives the house a unique character that reflects the people living in it. And with all these existing circulations clearly leading to missed opportunities one way or another, let's make good work for shorts and use the flow of people as the main driving force to reshape this layout. To redesign this, I'm going to follow a two-step process. First, by resolving the layout at a high level, followed by the material and interior features. I'm going to resolve this layout from top to bottom. Now, if you look at the top portion of this plan, where bedroom 3 sits, it's actually pretty symmetrical. So by simply mirroring the layout, swapping the living and dining across with bedroom 3, there's now a better continuation between these gathering spaces and the conservatory and to the outside. Now, by also exchanging this window with a pair of French door, we'll get a more generous access to the outside. As a bonus point, since these new paths to the back garden now sit solely within these shared spaces, it no longer compromises the privacy of other rooms. Rather than keeping this space as a bedroom, I'm going to turn this into the new home office. But there's more to this, as I want to make it part of an interesting house feature I mentioned earlier. We'll come back to this later in the video. Over here, having two doors at this close proximity is a little redundant, so I'm going to turn this into a storage room, while at the same time introducing glazed internal doors and a partition over here. This lets more natural light enters into the hallway, maintaining the sense of openness. And that's important as we tighten the width of this oversized region. That's also important to expand this narrow foyer to allow a bit more room to put on shoes when you come in or out of the house. Tightening this hallway does come at a small cost. It pushes the daughter's bedroom and the kitchen closer together, thinning the buffer space in between them. That shorter distance with a very direct sightline causes privacy issue. Since the kitchen is a relatively low traffic area for this particular family, I'll relocate the kitchen door around the corner. This eliminates the direct sight lines, giving the rooms a greater sense of privacy. Next, let's fix this main bedroom. Since restructuring the hallway earlier gave us a bit more space to work with, I can now turn this cloakroom into an ensuite. Checking that off our list. Then I'll split the interior along its central walkway. A large closet up top with his and her own closet side by side. And the bottom will be given over to the sleeping area. Now, for the material and interior features. Remember the interesting feature I said we'd come back to? What was this? The living idea board. Instead of paint, it uses part of the family's life to constantly paint this part of the house, making it super unique to this family. It lets the family snap anything onto it magnetically as they walk by, anything from keys, letters, design sketches, even holiday memories. This is especially useful as part of being a designer means that you're constantly sketching, looking for inspirations, always trying to capture that lighting in the bottom moment. This being in the middle of the house means that you walk past it every day, which helps to inspire creative sparks. It wraps around the center of the house, going all the way into the home office, which promotes daily usage. It's ultimately a massive creative zone, but it also captures traces of the family's life throughout the year. Because it's made of stainless steel, it can definitely take a beating over time, allowing it to grow alongside with the family. And when it's not holding anything, the stainless steel will contrast very nicely with the warmth of mahogany and eggshell lime wash on the opposite wall, keeping this look contemporary and classic at the same time. Zooming away from the living idea board, the rest of the house material palette is driven by mahogany and eggshell lime wash, letting those warm, natural, mid-century modern tone takes the lead. And since creatives often need a change of scenery to spark ideas, as a final touch, I'm going to create a couple more creative zones to hopefully make the brainstorming sessions more enjoyable. I do this by carving out 2 small pocket spaces from this dining room and fill them with intimate seating areas inspired by cafes. Now all 3 family members can all do their own thing within the same space while having their own personal zones. And finally, to soften up all the straight edges in this project, I've rounded off all the key corners and specified circular rugs and light fittings to blur out some of these edges, softening the overall fit out. Home is something very unique and deeply personal to each family, so being able to create something that's functional but also has an ability to capture their lives at the same time, I think is pretty cool. I really like how this one turned out. I hope you do too. Thank you very much for watching. Please drop a like if you enjoyed the video, it really helps me out. And if you enjoyed this video, I think you're going to like this one too. Be sure to subscribe so you get a notification when a new video drops. I'll see you next time.